Can't be leaving her father now. It wouldn't be human. Yes, I know I'm getting on, but Reg has got a bit of property down there in Western Victoria, and she won't be left with nothing. She'll still be young when he's gone, and what with her pretty face and a bit of property, she'll have time to learn something that'll help, so she'll look after herself. When Carey's father died, she was just 18 years old. Her father's will had been very simple. It left everything to Carey, and made Mr. Oliver Redden of Two Creeks, Victoria, executor of the estate. Uncle Tam had written to Mr. Redden at once, and now he had brought Carey to see him. First they had had 2 days in Melbourne, and Uncle Tam had taken Carey to Myers' big store in Burke Street, and said to a woman in the dress department, "Fit her out, will you? And fix someone to buy her a nice hat like all the smart young ladies in Collins Street are wearing, and one of those long, slim umbrellas that give them a bit of dash. Maybe she should have her hair cut, and all fixed up." The woman, tall, grey-haired and kindly, had looked at the little old Outback man and the young, bewildered girl, and smiled. "You go away, Mr. Fraser," she had said gently. "Come back at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll look after your niece." "Well now, what about lunch?" began the old man. "Don't worry about lunch," said the kindly woman. "Miss Fraser can have something light while she's having her hair set, or before she has her manicure." "Manicure?" Uncle Tam asked, astounded. Carey's eyes had grown larger. "Of course. In Melbourne every young lady has her hands manicured." Uncle Tam and Carey had exchanged a smile, and he had shrugged his shoulders. "Well," he said, "I hadn't thought of it, I'll grant you, but if you think it necessary—" Carey looked at the woman's long, slender hands and the pink fingernails. "I'd like it," she said, and there was real shining pleasure in her eyes. "It's absolutely necessary," the woman said again. Then she took Carey's arm and waved Uncle Tam away. "When you smile like that, my dear, and when we've dressed you—" She let her words trail away into nothing. But before Carey's inexperienced, imaginative eyes, there suddenly unrolled vistas of beauty and sophistication. Uncle Tam didn't have very much money, but her father had left her an estate. Uncle Tam had said not to worry about the cost of anything. Mr. Redden of Two Creeks would fix it up. Now, in her new dress of royal blue silk that made her eyes a deeper blue and brought out the soft glow of her youthful face under the soft white, small-brimmed hat, Carey sat in Mr. Redden's study and looked at him. He was obviously a very rich man. Carey certainly wouldn't have to worry about what everything in the past 2 days had cost. Her light brown hair curled around her temples, and out of the corner of her eyes she could see one curl. Surreptitiously she blew from the side of her mouth to blow it back into place. At that moment, Mr. Redden, who had been talking technicalities of probate and overdrafts and creditors and about land falling back to virgin state, glanced across at Carey. She stopped blowing her curl, straightened her back, and tried to look as if all her life she had worn charming hats and pretty blue silk dresses. She must remember to walk carefully when they left Mr. Redden's office. She had never before worn delicate, slim-toed shoes with tiny, narrow high heels. Mr. Redden's glance made her feel slightly anxious. In her own heart, when she stole sidelong glances at him, she had called him terrific, even though he was a lot older than herself. He would be at least 30, probably more. He was the most handsome and well-dressed man she had ever seen, and he spoke in a quiet, firm, cultivated voice. He had black hair and a straight nose, and a very firm chin. He only smiled once, when they came in, and then she saw his teeth were white, even and strong. Ever since then his eyes, grey and clear, had been cold. And something more. Carey couldn't think what that expression in his eyes was. Angry, perhaps, except there wasn't anything for him to be angry about, surely. She herself had been very quiet, and Uncle Tam was much more quiet than he had ever been. He wasn't arguing, which said a lot. Uncle Tam generally argued with everyone. Out back, Carey had spent a good deal of her time being